Hello, guys. Today I have taken an interview with a British actor. His name is Ricardo Lloyd. I have asked him about the impact of the coronavirus on the world cinema and so many other things related to cinema and acting. Ricardo Lloyd is a British actor known for his participation in film, television, and theatre. With a BA in Performing Arts, Theatre, Film and Stage, in addition to a Master of Business Administration, Ricardo P. Lloyd is a career-driven individual who is determined to help and inspire the younger generation with his work. His most notable works include appearing on Sunday Morning Live as well as his involvement in the production Excluded, of which gained widespread coverage amongst well-known stars such as Naomi Harris, Ovi, Tosin Cole, and many more. This pandemic has made environment tough to keep creative. He has been inspiring people across the globe to have hope and to be creative. He has also been raising his voice for LGBTQ community, disabled people, and people from lower socioeconomic backgrounds.
Hi, I'm Ricardo P. Lloyd, and I'm a British actor. Today, I've been asked to do question and answers for Newton from Nepal. God bless you. Hopefully, I can inspire and empower someone out here. The first question, let's get it. So, can you share your thoughts on the impact of the coronavirus on the global film industry? That is a very, very interesting question. I feel like the coronavirus has affected not just the film industry, but many, many industries around the world. And it's a shame, really. We never really know the effects of the coronavirus until maybe some years later down the line. But particularly with the entertainment industry, I feel like a lot of us have to adapt to these uncertain times, especially in film. I've been asked to do a lot of self-tape. If you don't know me or whatever, I'm a British actor, and actually in a place right now in my career where I'm transitioning from theatre to film and TV. So yeah, so now self-taping is the thing. Instead of going into a room to audition, it's all online through your phone, just like how I'm talking to you guys right now. Question. Due to the pandemic, digital platforms like Netflix are doing good. It's good that people can watch movies on Netflix at the comfort of their homes, but I fear that the growing interest towards audience, the growing interest of audience towards digital platforms is going to impact the theatres in future. I think you're making some relevant points there, but I would say, theatre is always gonna exist in our society, in our world. Theatre has stood the test of time. You can look at the Roman times or the Greek times, to the Shakespeare, Victorian times, to our present times. Theatre has such an impact, There's nothing that can beat the live experience. When an actor performs, a piece and the audience connect, it's like an exchange. It's almost like spiritual, it's like metaphysical. It's like going to a Michael Jackson concert. You can never actually buy that experience unless you, no, not even unless, you can't, even if it's captured and it's on the DVD or it's on YouTube on video, it's not the same as the experience. So yes, Netflix and all these digital platforms are doing great, but it's not gonna just erase theatre and all that stuff. I think there's always gonna be a need for that market, and there's always gonna be an audience. Theatre has stood the test of time, and there's nothing like an exchange. I'm at an interesting place right now in my career where I'm actually transitioning from theatre, stage, to film and TV. But I always would want to, do a theatre show because, it's trained me as an actor. It's made me You're one of the best, top of my game. When you're on stage and you forget a line, you've got to just be able to adapt. And film and TV doesn't really do that. But film and TV immortalizes you. It makes you have that long-lasting legacy because it's there forever. So it's a different kind of thing, but both of those mediums are very powerful and important. Sounds so pleasing and inspiring that you're spreading positive vibes with your sparkling words amongst people. Ha! God bless you, man. I really appreciate that. Especially in this time when lockdown makes environment tough to keep creative. My viewers here in Nepal would love to hear your advice for them who are struggling with their mental well-being. What should they do to keep creative and maintain their mental health in this pandemic? Well, that's a very, very interesting question. I'm not a counselor, but I would say the stuff that has helped me. What's helped me and my mental health during these times, because I've had lows and highs, is just being able to be productive. Productivity is very key to someone's well-being. Sometimes you can just relax, but just finding things that keep you inspired, keep you motivated, that help you with self-love and just connecting. I think that's definitely key. Whether that is you watching a film that inspires you, that can definitely help. It's some kind of escapism, ecstasy, or whether that is reading, writing, poetry, music, any kind of creative platform or outlet to express yourself would definitely help with your mental well-being. And also just staying informed and staying connected to what's happening. I try not to feed too much into the media sometimes because it can be very negative and toxic. But I like to do other things as well, just to keep my mind active, because nothing worse than staying at home or staying in a place where you're depressed. And that's when anxiety, fear, all these things kick in. So you've got to just keep yourself motivated and inspired, especially during these times. There's so much stuff online that you can look up. So yeah, hopefully that answers the question. What elements do you think make a movie a great movie? That's really interesting. Well, I will say this. It's about good storytelling. Good storytelling makes a movie a great movie. Good characters, a plot, actors, having great actors in there makes it a great movie. It's not necessarily about the budget. It's more so to do with how they tell the story, I think. Because you can make a film on your phone and it could be a great movie, but it's how well that story was told and how well you was able to draw the audience with the way you told the story, if that makes sense. Here in my country, Nepal, one has to be fair looking and handsome to be an actor, a lead actor. If you're not good looking, or if your skin color is dark, you won't get to play major roles. What do you want to say on this? Isn't it racism? Is it so in the British film industry? That's very interesting that you said that. I wouldn't call it necessarily racism, but it does have an element of racism. I would call it colorism, because even being a young black actor in the UK, it is a lot of casting off against each other. There only could be one star at a time over this star. So it is that kind of thing, and it's very systematic. But my kind of solution to these things is to build your own platforms, build your own lanes, create your own opportunities, write, direct, produce. Don't be limited by the status quo and the structural things that are trying to limit you. I never let my color define me. I never let none of these things, these stigmas or social conditioning define me. I'm a child of God. I can be in any film I want to be in. I can do anything I want to do. That's my mindset, and I had to re-educate myself and change my mindset to have that. because a lot of times I could be affected by stuff like what you're saying, race and colorism and all this stuff. So even classism and stuff. If you're coming from a working class background and you make it, you can even deal with that. So yeah, I would say to anyone that's going through that in your country, don't let it limit you. You know, all these things. Yeah, these things might be there and it's systematic, but you can also create your own lane, especially in a time like this. We're in a digital age. So yeah, F what they think of you. You know, go and do it. You're special. You got a purpose. You know, it doesn't matter how dark you are or how light you are or if you're this educated or that educated. You've got that in you. God has made you with a purpose. So your next one. Many people don't know about stillness. Can you define it and describe the power of stillness in acting? 100%. I definitely understand what you're trying to say with stillness. Some of the best acting practitioners in the world in history, you know, from Stanford Meisner to Adler to Stanislavski to all these great ones, they all kind of talk about practicing stillness. Sometimes less is more. I think sometimes the worst thing you can do as an actor is do too much. And a lot of people overcompensate by doing too much. But you don't have to do too much, you know. Stillness is like being in tune to the scene, the character, and also listening as well. And making sure that your reactions and how you tell the story is authentic and truthful. Dear Ricardo, we about to end this. I want you to promise me that you'll watch two of these amazing films from my country, Nepal. The White Sun, The Black Hen. Will you? Of course I will. You know, I'm always open to new films and new things, new platforms, new mediums, all that stuff. And The White Sun and The Black Hen. I will definitely watch this. I definitely will. Thank you for that. Thank you for those recommendations. I'm always on an uprise and I'm always looking out for the next kind of thing. So thank you for that. Thank you for your time, man. I'm Ricardo P. Lloyd. I'm a British actor. Hopefully, whoever's watching this in Nepal can feel inspired. And it's amazing, Newton, for actually reaching out to me. I didn't know that I had such a global appeal out there overseas. So thank you. I feel honored that you're inspired by my story and you're inspired by me as an actor. I am making a transition in my career right now from theatre to film and TV. So look out for films and stuff that's going to come out by me and that I'm going to star in. So look out for that. Stay posted on my social media at Ricardo P. Lloyd on all platforms. That's Twitter, Instagram, my website. And if there's any filmmakers or anyone out there that wants to connect or work with me on projects, hit out my agents. I'm very open to doing a film out there in the Asian markets. God bless you. Hopefully your platform will grow as well. God bless you.